remember the days of just keeping time, of hanging around in sleepy towns forever. Back roads empty for miles. Well, you can't have a dream and cut it to fit. But when I saw you, I knew we'd go together, like a wink and a smile. Leave your old jalopy by the railroad track. We'll get a hip double dip, tip-toppy two-seat Pontiac, so you can rev her up. Don't go slow, it's only green lights and all rights. Let's go together. With a wink and a smile.
This is my beautiful wedding gown.
How many dresses did you try on?
I actually only tried on. How many did I try on? Yeah, maybe 5. I think this is like the 3rd one. And then there was like a huge, not a huge crowd, but like all these people, and they just turned and they're like, "That's the dress, get the dress, that's the dress for you." So.
And where did you get it?
David's Bridal in Torrance.
So do a commercial for them.
Oh, I have to put it on and say, they have a dress for every bride.
All right, talk about your bridesmaids. Who we got here? Who's behind you, first of all?
We have my little baby sister, Alyssa, with my mother, and my other sister, Allison. We have my maid of honor, or matron of honor, Stephanie. We have Liz. Hi.
And what's a Liz? Just a Liz, huh?
Yeah,
Just a Liz. Just a Liz.
School friend, long time?
We worked at Disneyland together.
Okay, there you go.
We did.
And then we have Holly, my new sister.
We got my best man, Jason Scott.
Friend, neighbor, brother, son?
Brother by every mother.
Okay.
We're all brothers
All
here.
right, next to you?
Austin Bachnick.
Friend, cousin, schoolmate?
Friend.
He wishes wasn't friend.
All right.
Mortician.
Sitting down. Filling in for you in case you can't make it.
That's
Chris
what I do. I'll
Rogers,
fill in.
another good brother, also a tattoo artist.
Okay.
Chris Martin, known him for pretty much my entire life.
All right.
And Mike Norris.
And Mike is?
Enough said.
Hey, isn't that the truth though?
Commissioner.
And behind you, who do we have back here?
And we have my lovely Aunt Dottie and my grandma.
Grandma, you know this is your fault.
It is.
Yes.
All my fault?
Well, yes, because without you, the parents, and then she wouldn't have been around, so we're blaming you.
Oh,
That makes sense. Come on.
yeah.
So while we're waiting, how'd you meet this guy?
Ooh, long story.
Give us a short version.
Our roommates, well, not our roommates, but my roommate had a crush on one of his really good friends. And then, yeah, he's actually in the wedding party. And then they decided to come and stay with us. And he happened to like walk by and tell Eric, "Oh, hey, I want to go to Disneyland." And Eric was like, "Sure." And then we met.
Actually, it was a trip with Austin and Chris here down to Disneyland for a night, and we were staying at one of Austin's school friends' houses, and that's where I met Amanda.
And what'd you think at first? I mean,
First thing I said as we pulled around the corner and we saw her standing there directing us where to go was I leaned from the front of the car, or the back seat of the car, and yelled, "I call her."
And then I didn't find out till later. He just kind of like called me like, "Hey, I call her."
what year was that?
But that was 2005. It's 5 years from today is when we met.
Okay. Do you remember the first kiss?
I do.
Yes.
And where was it at? And tell us about it, please.
It was at Disneyland, right inside the entrance, under the tree on the left side of Mickey Mouse's head.
Our first kiss was a month after we had met, and it was actually in the front of Disneyland when he was walking me out. He tried to kiss me at the well, but I turned my cheek. And there were too many people there, so I waited till he walked towards the front of Disneyland. And then right before I left, he asked me what I'd wished for. And I said, "I can't tell you or it won't come true." And he said, "Well, this is what I wished for." And he gave me a kiss. So
Grandma has the same story.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I know. I can't believe it's
I'll
such a
ask,
coincidence.
Do you remember your first kiss?
No.
So now you have some video to remind yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
True story.
All right, how do you propose? Let's just jump right to this. How do you propose?
He proposed in front of the wishing well, and he waited until everybody left Disneyland. It was after midnight, and then he got down on one knee. Well, we both made wishes, and then he asked what I wished for, and I told him I couldn't tell him.
How
Okay.
to decide on the day, the time, the ring?
It was the Thursday before Halloween a year ago, and Matt and I had decided we were going to go into Disneyland for the night and go have dinner and go see a movie. She got home from work a little bit late, a little flustered. She was a little upset and hungry, so we hit traffic on the way there, so that upset her a little bit more.
No, actually, I was like shocked that he did that day. I was like, of all days, it was like on the way there, I was getting mad and I like reached over and was honking at people. And I was starving. He took me to see Saw, of all movies.
Saw 5. It was
Very romantic.
Very romantic.
He even made some kind of comment to throw me off, like about how we were gonna need to wait a while before we got engaged, and I was like, oh, this sucks.
So you had the ring in your pocket the entire time?
Yes,
So
the
you're
ring in my
thinking
pocket.
sometime this evening.
Oh, I knew exactly where
Alright, continue.
I was going. Then after dinner, we went into the park. It was about an hour and a half till closing, and we rode a couple rides. Waited till the park closed. Peter Pan was the last ride we rode on, and went to the wishing well and gave her a quarter and said, "Make a wish," and then asked her what she wished for, and she said she couldn't tell me. And I got down on one knee and proposed.
And what did you wish for? You can tell us now.
It was funny because I didn't think that he'd ask for a while, so I was wishing that we'd find a house. And then he said, well, this is what I wished for, or well, I'll tell you what I wished for, and he got down on one knee and he asked me to marry him.
Okay. So you went down on one knee, you looked down, and what did you say?
I said, no, I said, oh my gosh, yes.
Who was the first person you told?
The first person I told, I actually think it was my parents. I think, did I call you first?
Well, she said she tells everybody she called him first.
I know, Stephanie got told right away. Yeah, because I knew you were in bed, I couldn't call you. But,
You put it on her phone.
and I called Claire Bear. And I told all my sisters right away. I just told everybody. Kind of, it was like, oh my gosh, guess what? Well, it was so late, I think we didn't really want to wake anyone up other than like my parents. I was like, I'll wake them up for this.
Pardon me for a moment. What's going on back here?
We're trying to figure out what the
So
heck
lost.
this dress was. We are so
Does it come with
lost.
didn't it come with
Allie,
instructions?
get over there and help.
It was supposed to. I guess they got lost when they shipped it.
We're trying to find, the bus. I think it goes straight up.